Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. It'll be Memphis off the tip. And it's Moran off the drive. And the shot's good. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Moran. Jackson the screen. And it's Moran off the drive. And then Moran with the dunk.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
High post Edey. Comes up empty down low. About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Moran. It's stolen by Curry. Now Edey. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Steph does as good a job as any player as using himself for a decoy and finding the teammate.
We know how impactful Kristaps Porzingis can be, but he's often limited by injuries.
Yeah, B.A. Since 2018, Porzingis has only reached the 60-game mark once. But when he's out there, oh, he is the X factor.
Here's Cephalosha from the arc. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Green. Three-pointer, no good. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Curry. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Pass to Edey. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Memphis leading by 4. Outside Morant. Here's Jackson. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Curry with it. Pass to Edey. Takes a 3. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Moran. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. Now, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
A story of 2 halves last season for the Grizzlies, Richard. At the All-Star break, 2nd in the West. But things went south down the stretch.
Yeah, specifically their defense took a turn for the worse. They barely made the postseason and only to get swept by the Thunder.
Here's Coward. Ooh, a 2-handed power slam!
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Curry. No points so far. To the inside. Pass to Green. No good. Unable to win this run. And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Now here's Jackson. Back to Moran. With the drive. Whoa! Unreal! That's what they came for. Wow. Oh, he rips down a 360 jam. Woo!
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
screen by Edey. And here's Curry for three. He drops it from range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 8.
7.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Memphis?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Here's Podziemski. Excellent D there from Aldama.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Big time flush from Simmons. You see how powerful he can be.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Pass to Horford. Back to Podziemski. Horford outside. And here's Melton. From deep. Horford can't hit. Warriors trail by 10. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Grizzlies back among the top teams in the West after a down season in 2023-24. Ja Morant said, quote, "The confidence never left. As far as chemistry, we've been around each other for a while and we know each other well. This is my team. I'm confident in my team every step of the way." Back over to you.
They play with swagger. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Podziemski. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Podziemski's got 5 points in the quarter.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
You see the athleticism that Simmons possesses. Excellent job at just knifing his way through those small spaces.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Adams a screen. It's Simmons with a drive. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Screen by Post. Here's Podziemski. And Post gets it to go. Now just a 5-point Memphis lead. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Post with it, guarded by Morant. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Memphis leading by 7. Porzingis sets a screen. Inside. Hey, it's Porzingis slamming it home.
Determination from Porzingis through that contact.
Pass to Post. Outside Podziemski. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul of the game.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Morant surveying the floor. Pass to Clayton. Outside Morant. Drives to the hoop. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Zach Edey. And Ja Morant has said he wants to dial back his dunking for his health. Did that ever cross your mind, Richard, as an aerial artist?
Well, dunking can take its toll over time, but I was kind of a crash test dummy. I was going to keep jumping no matter what. Ja's a little bit more concerned with getting hit in the air.
Outside for Butler. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
To the middle. Here's Green. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Green's got his second bucket on the night.
Zero fear in Green's game. Loves mixing it up down low.
Outside Morant. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we finished off one half of play. Grizzlies out in front, up by 10. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. It's a 10-point game. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. To the paint. Here's Adams. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
Well, Richard, for this Warriors team, that Steph Curry injury in the playoffs proved huge.
Yeah, Steph is just so important. He strained his hamstring in game 1 of that second-round series against Minnesota. And once that happened, Golden State really never had a shot in the series. Just shows how valuable he is to the organization. An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter, it opens up passing lanes for him.
Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And the call will be against Jalen Wells. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for your Grizzlies. Kristaps Porzingis.
On the wing, Green. 6 to shoot. Pass to Edey. The 3 is up. And it's Coward with a rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Jackson outside. Good. And the setup by Morant. And now it's a 12-point Memphis lead.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Cephalosha. Right side Curry. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Morant with it. Now guarded by Butler. Here's Morant. Here's Coward. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Memphis.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Curry, no good.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Outside Morant. There's the... Oh! Throw it down! Wow!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Curry surveys. Curry at the rim.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And here's Memphis. A big stretch here going, 10-2. And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
The Warriors pull it in.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, B.A. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you, B.A.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. Grizzlies lead by 15. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Aldama. Post brings a double. Jerome outside. Shot clock at 5. Simmons with it. Now Podziemski defending.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Warriors trail by 17. Outside Podziemski. Back to post. Down low. And stolen by Simmons. .58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Horford with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Fires for 3. The rebound by Simmons. And here's Memphis. They're on a 13-4 run. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
That's how you put pressure on the defense. Simmons with the pump fake to get to the line.
Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
Back to Podziemski. Melton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell-Pope for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And so it's Memphis. They're feeling great. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Pass to Clark. And stolen by Green. Now here's Butler. Outside Curry. And the three-pointer goes.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Aldama outside. And here's Simmons. Clock at 6. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Playmaking is a strong suit for Simmons. He knows how to break up the defense.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's the 3. And the basket by Aldama. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Shot on the wing. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Greg.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Here's Morant. And it's a big finish right on Draymond Green. Oh, my goodness.
And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
Here's Curry. Edie. Ooh, he leaves no question.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Now Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
They double-team Curry. It's stolen away. And now Memphis on the break. From deep, Morant. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Curry's shot is off. Memphis leading by 23. 1:44 left in the final quarter. And that one's good. Morant.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Lets a floater go. Curry, no good. The Grizzlies on offense.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't see that coming. John Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and rolls.
Outside for Butler. To stop the run. Memphis with a rebound. Now Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Picked it out of midair. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Screen by Edie. From downtown. The rebound by Jackson.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the defense is having trouble out there handling the length of Porzingis down low. Almost feel bad for him.
And he sinks the second. Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Curry. Outside for Butler. This one for 3. And it's Coward with a rebound. Here's Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight.